how do you turn up with that confidence and energy that you need to be able to make smart decisions when you're in that mental rut because often it's not our own money that we lose, it's losing someone else's or letting someone else down that can feel 100 times worse.
It was horrible. And the story you're talking about is I had this large investor, actually I'll say his name is Tom Steyer. He ran for president a number of years ago, and he was one of the first people that backed me. And I would go to his office like once a month and just report bad news after bad news after bad news. And it was awful because he was the one person who believed in me and I was letting him down. I think that was kind of the answer to what was compelling me as well. It is like I wanted to do right by him. He backed us, and I wanted in fund 2, 3, 4, 5, for it to turn out to be a fantastic decision for him. We had an amazing team. So we had people, there's a quote that a problem shared is a problem halved. We had a group of us that were all just in it. And so literally one of my partners flew to Detroit and ended up running one of our businesses there for like a year. Another partner flew to Maine and ran the company there for 2 years. I mean, we were just in it together. It made it so much more easier to shoulder all the issues we were having. And then the other thing is we would see some bright spots. So yes, things aren't going well, but we'd have maybe one company and one thing that was working, and then we could kind of see that vision and start to scale our bright spots.
One thing you mentioned there that I thought was really interesting is that you still turned up, you still communicated. You don't need to be right 100% of the time, but if someone's communicating and they have that integrity, someone that can recognize that and they're backing you as the jockey to eventually get it right speaks volumes of, your leadership style and your character.
You said it right. I mean, so you want to see one of two things with someone. You want to see performance ideally. And if they're not performing, you want to see effort and communication and candor. And so I did not have the performance part. So I leaned in on the other pieces, which is a lot of candor and a hell of a lot of effort. And I think Tom could see both of those and appreciate them. And also thank God he was the person that was in those shoes, because he gave us the opportunity to have a second fund. And I think, he could have crushed me, not just by not investing, but more just like spiritually. And I will always be indebted to him. And I will always try to be that for other people in my life, because the way he showed up was just unbelievable.